Alright. In the top left, we have the green Zerg, who is Pike. I should move this up. Look a little bit better over here. Who is Pike? Sorry. Pike of Poland. I did not capitalize that L. Alright, and in the bottom right, as the orange Zerg is infected of Bulgaria. Oh, not of Bulgaria, of Eastern Europe. And that is in the 5 o'clock position, and Pike is in the 10 o'clock position, and use, and not use, and not use, and priority, and reset score. There we go. There we go. Wait. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Alright. Now, as I said, the last set did not count. It was more for VOD viewers that happened to be watching. The last set did not count because of the walkover, because of the bad map. So even though it should be tied up 1-1 for Eastern Europe, it's instead 0-1. At least it's better. At least it's better. If Julia had picked Python, and then as the loser pick map, and then they both got disqualified, so Eastern Europe loses their set because of Poland's mistake. It does say clearly in the rules that it's both players' responsibility to make sure that there's no bad maps. But if it had been Poland's fault, that would have been really shit. But Python was Jim's pick. So it was Jim who did pick the bad map. And no. Last time it was Central Europe and Latin America that the issue. I was gonna think back and try to see if it was the same people, but no. Alright. So we have Pike and not the Bulgarian player. I have to keep double checking that just to make sure. Oh, infected trolling with lowercase I today. I switched that around for him. Pike's rolling with the classic in-base hatchery, not the Bulgarian player. And infected has a nice troll pool. Right, this is a troll pool. No, that's a 12 hatch. I'm pretty sure that's a 12 hatch. Alright. So, links are coming out. For both players now. Shouldn't be, neither player should be able to get an advantage in here. The fact that this is outside his base means, really doesn't mean a whole lot, because Pike's not going to be super aggressive here. And Pike is able to produce links at the same rates, even though he's only on one base. He has the same amount of hatcheries. So, wouldn't be surprised if neither, and in fact, neither player is even going for it, just because in a 12 hatch situation, it's never worth it to attack. There are only two options if you're 12 hatching. Either A, your opponent 12 hatched, and then you can't beat them because... Sorry, either your opponent 12 hatched and you can't beat them just because they're too far back. They're too far away and they'll be able to reproduce. Or your opponent didn't 12 hatch, they went for a faster pool, and then attacking is just a really bad idea, you should be defending. Spire started for infected. Pike's is just slightly slower, but he has enough money to throw it down immediately, so there we go. Not that far behind. Not that far behind. It won't make a difference, especially with cross positions. Alright. Infected is getting a really nice start to this battle. Yeah, this is unfortunate for Pike. This is really, really unfortunate for Pike. It starts off with infected. Excuse me. It starts off with infected just having better arcs in that fight, better micro. So, congratulations to him. But really, I don't like Pike's decision to go in at all in the first place. It's kind of what the strategy needs to do. If you're going for 2 hatches off of 1 gas, you need to be building lings and you need to attack. But you know your opponent has the same economy as you, if not better, and has the same production as you. So you know that it can't go well. Like, your opponent's always going to have the advantage. You do need to attack with your lings, and you'll lose if you never attack with your lings, or if you don't build lings at all. Just that right there wasn't the time. I think you need to go in at a different point. Like, you need to wait for a time when his opponent's Mutalisks were distracted, and then go in with lings and mutas versus just lings, and do a lot of damage before they can come back. Some scenario like that. Wow, infected, his fire finished and he got supply blocked. That is quite annoying, but now he can start making Mutalisks. Or more Zerglings. Really? Spire's done. You have 800 gas. Huh. Really odd. Really odd. I mean, he might be able to overwhelm Pike with just lings now. Pike did lose some economy here, and doesn't have as many to begin with because of the bad battle, but no, just go Mutalisks. There we go. Okay, we're making some Mutalisks now. Alright. Looks like Infected's going to go for another attack with the lings here. This time not going to work out, and he realizes it, backs out. Only going to cost him a few. Not bad at all. He's going to lose a couple more. Still not bad. Not that bad. Now, really, this is in a long term, this isn't going to work out for Pike. He's never going to be able to out-bully his opponent, just given his opponent's opening build off of 1 base. I think Pike needs to expand. It's just a matter of when does he think it's safe? When does he think that there's no chance of him going in for an attack? I think it's right now, but Pike might still hold out hope in his own micro ability. Then after you expand, I mean, Infected, he has the expansion up, quote-unquote, but he's not mining from it. Infect is essentially on 1 base, too. So you can actually get a lead instead of just being even with your opponent. And you'll have that 3rd hatchery. So you'll still have a ling-producing hatchery. You can still go for the same kind of 2-pronged shenanigans that you would, that you wanted to do earlier in this game off of 1 base. Alright, some nice kills from Pike here on the drone line. But this is bad. Pike did good damage there, but he's going to lose a lot of his lings, and then he's going to lose all of his Mutalisks. No split, every Mutalisk goes down, and he couldn't defend the counterattack. Pike GG's. So Infected is now 1 game away from actually tying it up. Eastern Europe versus Poland 1-1. Alright. So, moving into destination. Destination. What does Pike have up his sleeve on this map? In the top position as the white Zerg is Pike. Oh, I messed that up. That's fine. Pike of... Dang it. Pike of Poland. And in the bottom position as the orange Zerg once again, we have infected. Bottom is 6 o'clock, top is 12 o'clock. There we go. So, prediction from Bakria that Pike is going to go 9 pool and then hidlings. And sorry, Bakria. Apparently that's not going to be happening. Huh. I haven't seen it do that before. It's like infected names up here, and then the EE is underneath but on a new line. And I don't have a space. Interesting. Alright. So, Pike not going for a 9 pool, neither player going for a 9 pool. It's a 12 pool from Pike. And then gas. Versus an in-base 12 hatch for infected. Alright, more in-base hatcheries. Okay. So there's Pike's expansion. Pike's expansion obviously going to be safe. Nothing infected can do about it. Huh. Odd location for the spawning pool? Almost always see the spawning pool right here. And then a different building here, like the spire. Interesting, you're gonna put the spawning pool. Does spire not fit here on this map? It looks big enough for the spawning pool. Once again, the overall score is correct. The last set of Jim versus Julia did not count because when a player hosts a bad map, the set is a draw. So Poland is still leading 1-0 even though Jim beat Julia. Yeah, bad map. It was an incorrect. It wasn't in the map pool. Although I don't think it matters, but there's no difference between repeat map. Either a repeat map or not in the map pool map would both qualify as bad maps. Or I could just say like Python just sucks because it's a horrible map, and I could mean bad map that way, but that's not what I meant by bad map in this case. I'm not exactly a fan of Python, but not what I was trying to say. Yeah, I forgot about the static issue. You know what? Hold on. Nobody's going to be attacking with Lings. They're both playing it very economically. I don't know which one of these many USBs is my... Okay, so that one's the hard drive. I replugged them all in. And honestly, based off of the limited diagnostic information I'm given, that's the only solution I can think of. Nope, no one though. So, shoot. I really should just, like, not have the external hard drive permanently plugged in the computer. Because it gets unplugged a lot. And then you have to hit 3 close boxes. Anyway, in fact, trying to attack here. I saw one Ling slip in. The rest of them are not. Yep, there we go. Yeah, the rest of them were not able to. Going in for another attack here. Infected. Trying so hard for that run by, but just unable to. Alright. Spire's done for Pike. Spire's done for Infected. Mutilus should be coming out right now, but Infected does have to worry about all of these lings. Oh, son of a bitch. I'll go play around with it a little bit more after this is done, because right now Pike's pushing in with a lot of lings. The Mutilus are going to be out. Are the Mutilus going to be enough? Yeah, the Mutilus aren't going to be enough. Pike probably could have killed all the lings, even with the Mutilus overhead, but I just didn't think it was worth it. Son of a bitch. Alright. So. 2 lings from Infected snuck in. Managing to pick off 1 drone. Oh fuck. Okay, now everybody's bitching about technical issues. Is the helicopter sound the old helicopter sound that has been an occasional reoccurring problem on the stream? Or is that just a reimagining of what crackling / muffler is? God damn it. No. You don't get to freaking lie to me about goddamn helicopter sounds. I'm pretty tolerant of a lot of things, but not that. Not lying about helicopter sounds. Alright, good micro from Infected to take out the Scourge, and wow, does he really need to retreat there? It's 5 for him compared to 4. No, he has more! You have more, Infected! Just go kill him! Infected wanted to come back, defend his base, but he had Mutilus there! Infected should have just kept killing stuff. God damn it. I hate you all. Alright. So, how many Mutilus we got? Pike has 7. That's 7 in his control group, along with the Overlord. And Infected has 9. All of them are full health except for this one, which is very low after the last engagement. It almost died. Pike managing to sneak around the Mutilus, thinking about a counterattack, but backing off at the last moment instead. Alright. Alright, Lings did decide to come back. Lings are attacking. And this was the engagement I think you could have won a little while ago, where there just weren't enough Mutilisks. Now the Mutilisks are coming back. That's going to be a problem, but can the Speedlings take out a couple of drones here? They should be able to... No. Man. Wait, what are we talking about now? I don't even know. I don't even know. People were talking about max fixing, and then I thought they were talking about, so I assumed it was the Sonic Star League. Then people started talking about foreigners. I don't know why foreigners would be involved in the foreign match fixing. To be perfectly honest, I didn't understand the max fixing. Because, like, after the first time, where the entire thing goes to shit because of match fixing. Well, there's more reasons why Brood War stopped. I really shouldn't say it went to shit, but the reason that it died, in part, was because of match fixing. It was a big factor. Then Brood War starts up again. Who is going to bet on Brood War matches? It's like, how can you convince somebody to bet on a match when match fixing is so prevalent? It's like they're a bunch of bookies. It's like, hey, I will only bet on you that Haya will lose. It's like, what the fuck? Why would you take that bet? That's a terrible bet to take, given the situation. Ugh. Alright. Infected's running away again. Oh, this time he does actually have less Mutalisks. Pike has one more, and he has a couple of Scourge. Infected. Unfortunate situation for Infected. He really didn't want to. He wanted to turn around and fight the Scourge there, but he couldn't, because if he stopped just once to attack the Scourge, he would be in range of Pike's Mutalisks for the rest of the retreat. And now Pike, winning that engagement by a lot, tearing up Infected. GG. And Pike ties it up 1-1. Alright. Alright. Chat. We're going into game 3. It's on Jade. Before I go into game 3, do you want me to fuck with the mic? Is fucking with the mic and spending a few minutes doing that a good option, or do we just ignore it? I don't know. It's fine? If we're fine now? That's too... It's... damn it. It's... I'm just going. I'm freaking try plugging them in again. This time I unplugged the hard drive so it won't beep at me after messing with all this stuff. Hopefully something good happened. Alright, top left is Pike as the blue Zerg, and the 10 o'clock position, and in the bottom position as the yellow Zerg is Infected, who has a name that is too long to copy paste. And that is 7 o'clock. Use that and start. Alright. To be perfectly frank, like, I'm okay with people messing with me. It's like, it's part of the territory, and it's just the way it's going to be. And that's why I'm pretty loose in letting people say shit in the chat. But when you start, like, constantly talking about saying there are audio problems, that actually makes me have a worse cast. Because then I try to fix non-existent problems. So I really do have to insist that you don't lead me to believe in any way that there are audio problems that don't exist. If there are audio problems, I want to know about them, but don't fake me out, because it really does just make it worse for everybody. Alright. So, spawning pool done for Pike. It's a 9 pool speed, and he will eventually find. Didn't actually. Ooh, tricky from Infected. He sent his second Overlord cross, which missed Pike's Overlord, so Pike's 9 pool is going to go in the wrong direction when it should have been able to punish a 12 hatch. Ooh, it's not that good because the Overlord is still eventually going to get there and see, but he slowed down a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, so, spawning pool's up now. The Lings are going after it. Are they actually going to try to focus it down? No, they're just trying to pull the drones off the line and get some drone kills. Managing to get one. First 6 Lings pop, but it's still a nice advantage for Pike. Still, the Sunken Colony, I think, is going to be too much. And you know what? Like, that Sunken Colony would not have been done as soon. It literally took the Lings 5 seconds. 5 seconds extra running there because they went the long way. I think... Oh, do they just normally go that way? They don't go inside? Maybe it didn't slow them down. Maybe it was like a really cool move, but it ever so barely did not matter. Alright. Alright. So, layers coming up. Where... Oh, there are the Lings. Lings just trying to snipe a free drone at the bottom there, and are successful. In the top position, we have the Spire for Pike. So, Pike is going to be ahead, as you would expect from a 9-pool player. Does Infected need... I don't know if Infected needs... I don't know if Infected needs Spore Colonies. It's going to be close, whether he needs it or not. I also hate the Spire positioning. Like, the Sunken doesn't defend the Spire, and it makes it so that your Lings can't get back as easy to try to snipe Lings that are attacking the drones on the side. I guess it kind of blocks out Lings a little bit, so if it's a bigger attack, like 5 Lings, they can't swoop in as easily, but I think the Spire might have been better placed up here. Maybe. Alright. What? Yo, I did this before! Like, the thing that... The paragraph that guy posted, I totally did that before. And it fixed a problem that I had at one point. I didn't change it back ever, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Pike's Mutalisks are here, and Infected decided not to go and get some Spore Colonies. So it is going to cost him a little bit. It's going to cost him just a little bit. Oh, only a drone. Man, he could not get that extra drone kill. Nice. Alright. Pike is throwing down his next hatchery, but this is actually going to be hard for Pike to defend. Infected decided not to go for Spore Colonies, which means that there's nothing tying Infected to his own base, which means he can be really aggressive here. And this, going for an in-base hatch like this, is pretty much some of the most aggressive things you can do at this stage in a ZBZ, like 7 minutes in. And Pike's going to have to defend against that. I think this is going to be really hard for Pike to hold. Infected really doesn't have very much of a supply lead right now. It's only at 34. But I think Infected can attack. I really do. Infected has about the same supply, a little bit less right now, but just look at the Ling numbers. Infected has the same supply with only a control group of Lings, and Pike has it with significantly more. Well, okay. Pike's a little bit less than 2 control groups. Infected is a little bit less than 1. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 11. So, Pike, while, I don't know. I don't know if Infected could attack. He's actually going to expand instead. He's going to decide to display it passively too. I really thought he was going to go for broke there and try to break Pike. He doesn't even know about this base. He had no scouting of it. Maybe a Scourge got in at one point and saw it? It had to have. Had to have. Alright. Well, the base is going to be done for infected soon. The extractor's already on the way. So Pike, he did get the second gas a little bit faster, but it's going to end up being maybe a 300 gas difference. He's going to be at like 4700. Less than that, 4750 by the time Infector starts mining from here. A little bit of an advantage for Pike, not a huge advantage. Ooh, nice, picking off the Scourge. Alright, so 49 supply for Infected compared to 49 supply for Pike. Oh, 53 supply for Pike. Make some more Mutalisks. Definitely both players should be thinking about upgrades. Ooh, Infected. Infected not only with stationary Mutalisks, but Mutalisks not in the best position. And he's not migrating them at all. Like, not at all. He eats some Scourge hits that weren't necessary. And Pike is just going to dominate here. Infected wasn't paying attention? Yeah. Wow. Mutalisk micro is pretty important, everybody. It makes it so things like that don't happen. Alright, Infector's gonna go for a counterattack, but he has fewer lings. So, this can't be successful. Yeah. Infected's gonna lose. He's making more Scourge? But how many Mutalisks are left? There's 7 Mutalisks. No, 8 Mutalisks. 8 Mutalisks, doesn't count. That's too much. Still 8 Mutalisks. Compared to 0? Oh, and there's even more down here. Oh, there we go. Gets the hit. His mouse? Infected's in chat. He said he lost because his mouse went out. And that's why there was no micro? Oh, man. What a terrible, terrible way to lose a game. Anyway, Pike takes it 2-1, and Poland is now ahead in the series 2-0.